Here's a quick tip for churches wanting to show up at the top of Google when someone is searching for church in their area. Now, a big thing that we do when we're helping churches optimize their website and basically optimize so that they show up on Google Maps, on Apple Maps, and so on when people are searching for church in their area, is we look at their website and we want to make sure that they've got a couple things in line first. You want to make sure the first thing that Google is going to usually look for on your website is to make sure that the titles on your website and the name of your website is related to those keywords people are searching for. So the biggest thing is, making sure that you have church as a keyword and making sure you have the city name as a keyword. So let's say, you have a church in Venice, Florida. You want to make sure that it says Venice in there and then it says church in there. And the first thing you want to do is make sure you have a title tag on your website. Title tag is at the very top. You'll notice at the tabs at the top, you'll notice that you can click, through different websites on your browser. You want to make sure if you hover over that, you've got the keywords in there. So you want to have church in there and you want to have the city name. So if you have your church title on there and that has church obviously in the title, then the next thing you want to say is in Venice, Florida. So that's the first thing Google will look for, is make sure you've got that title tag. The next thing you want to make sure is that you've got an H1 and H2 that is optimized for those keywords. So the H1 and the H2, what is that? The H1 are those titles on your actual website page. So the larger text on your website page are typically at the top, or typically the H1. And then the secondary large text, the one that's slightly smaller than that, would be the H2. That's not always the case, so you want to do a deeper dive to figure out in the code of your website which is H1 and which is H2. But this is the next biggest thing that Google is looking for, is that your H1 and H2 titles on the page have those keywords in it. So you want to make sure that you mention the city name and you want to make sure that you mention church in those titles. Those are two quick hacks for churches to show up on Google when people are looking for church in their area.